So what's up, everybody? Another Sunday, another episode of the After School Club. I'm here with the boys. The boys' day. Sally can't be here. Sally is currently on her way from Florida to the plane, so she'll be with us next. She'll be with us next week. But here I'm with Decca and Migs. How you guys doing?
Good. Doing good. You know how when you go to Bangkok and they say like Bangkok has you. Sally's in Universal, so like Disney has her. She won't be coming back for a while.
I'm like the first metahuman. I'm the first X-Men. I'm going through the metamorphosis. Por eso en este episodio estoy así. I have been a little off, pero I'm coming back, people. I'm coming back.
El polvo de la Sahara has truly beat all our asses. I went down to Puerto Rico for a week to spend time with my son, and as soon as I got off the plane, it like hit me in the face like a brick. My nose got clogged. I couldn't breathe through my nose. It was crazy, man. That polvo de la Sahara it whoops your ass.
Yeah.
All right. So just give me a minute while we talk here. I'm gonna go ahead and share. Remember, guys, like and share. At the comment, let us know what you guys what you guys think about. Give me a minute. Let me just share it. As you might see, we are not on Facebook. We're just going live on YouTube and Twitch today. Facebook has been acting like a real bitch and blocking my shit. So
they're blocking you on Facebook?
Yo, for like they've been blocking me on Facebook, and I've gotten like 4 different blocks from videos that are like over a year old. Like when I got one for when Adesanya went against Whitaker for the belt for the first time, I got that shit blocked yesterday. I was like, yo, that shit is like a fucking year and a half old.
Oh, Daddy Dana White don't play that. His copyrighted material.
It's a lot of different things. The last episode that we did last week, it also got blocked.
Oh, for what?
For 2 minutes of a fucking I got so mad I didn't even read it. I was like, you know what, suck a dick, fuck you. But it was some stupid
kicking
shit.
us off school for you talking badly using obscene language.
I wouldn't expect if I got a block for obscene language, I would understand that. But it wasn't that. It wasn't for the multiple uses of fuck.
Well, you got time, so let's goals. Let's get blocked off of YouTube as well, so nobody can see us.
We still got Twitch, son. We still got Twitch.
Woo! Thank God for Twitch.
And Twitch, all they do is just mute the audio. They don't block you.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's beautiful.
If I was like, fuck, motherfuck, they'd be like, they'd bleep out that whole thing.
They'll be like.
All right, so that bitch is shared. All right, we going. All right, so we got a lot of stuff to talk about this week. A lot of shit went down. I'm gonna start off with something small, something that interested me. I keep forgetting how her fucking name is pronounced, but Michonne from The Walking Dead, her real name, Danai Gurira. I don't fucking know how to spell it.
No. Like,
actually, fucking canceled. You're lucky. You're lucky you don't get canceled because you're dark skinned. If I would have said that shit, if I would have done those noises, oh my god,
Michonne, you don't got the pigmentation to do.
Dude, starting this podcast off spicy. Jesus Christ, yo.
Easily, she was one of my favorite characters on The Walking Dead. She was in Black Panther, so it's been announced now that they are gonna go ahead and make a spin-off of Black Panther for Disney Plus show, and she's gonna be the main character. It's not gonna be directed by Ryan Coogler, but it's supposed to be produced by him.
Is that Danina Gurira?
Yeah, I'm wondering how that affects the movie. I'm guessing she's gonna be in the movie, the sequel, but I'm wondering how that's gonna affect if this show is gonna be a prequel, like in between Black Panther 1 and Black Panther 2, or is it gonna be a continuation of what's supposed to be happening in the world of Wakanda
Give me 12 episodes of the Dura Milaje just straight up fucking people up like they did in Falcon and Winter Soldier. I was like, holy shit.
Yeah, like, it's interesting to me because it really piques my interest to see what the fuck they're gonna do in World of Wakanda. Like, losing a main actor is not unheard of. That happened in Spartacus. They happened to other things, but I can't remember like off the bat, like the main character in a franchise movie like dying before the sequel happened. I know that happened with like side characters like Dumbledore in the Harry Potter franchise. I think the guy died in between the second and the third one.
Ledger.
But Ledger died after already filming his scenes.
Yeah.
And I thought he was gonna be the main antagonist in the third one. I think he was gonna have a cameo.
Man, let's not go down that road. Jesus Christ.
Yeah. I don't remember.
What that movie would have been if he would have been a supporting character. Oh my god. It's interesting though. Like I wonder if they'll explore now, like what that like how you get into that group, the Dura Milaje, how you sign up for that group or whatever, and the rank and all that stuff. And like the king. So if they're kingless, like what is that exactly? You know?
I feel like a lot of it was like how in Thor 1 we got to see some things of Asgard, but we didn't really get in depth into the world of Asgard. I'm hoping that that's how it's gonna be, because they showed Wakanda, but they only showed shit from like the palace, the mountains. We didn't really get to see too in depth the streets of fucking Wakanda. Like how far is everybody fucking with that type of technology? You know what I'm saying? Like, is it just done in our palace, or does everybody have it? Is there like social classes within Wakanda? Do they have the rich and the poor?
I don't think
there's a lot of doors.
Do they have Starbucks now? Like
that? I'm interested to actually see the world of Wakanda. So, in other news, there is a movie that I like a lot. I was a kid when it came out. I guess you guys remember Interview with the Vampire?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
AMC is making a series based on Interview with the Vampire.
Is the author signed on?
I think Anne Rice is helping the show. I'm sure she's writing. I know she's involved in the show. Now they're gonna make some changes. From what I heard, Tom Cruise character, Lestat is gonna be black now. But what's interesting to me is that the series, from the little things that I read, actually sounds like a sequel to the movie, because Christian Slater's character, he's the interviewer, he's the journalist.
Yeah. Yeah.
The series says that he's gonna be like 70 years old or some shit. He's gonna be this old ass viejo doing a second interview with Lestat. Now
he didn't interview Lestat in the first one. He didn't interview. Remember, he didn't interview Lestat in the first one. He interviewed his fuckboy Brad Pitt, character or whatever.
And at the end, this nigga
pops up. At the end, Lestat comes out.
I think I got it wrong. It's not Lestat. It's what you call it, like Brad Pitt's character.
I forget his name. Danny or something like that. I forget his name.
No, I forgot what it was too. But it was
Louis. It was Louis. I think it was
Louis. That's what it was. Louis.
No, some E.
Yeah, so it's gonna be his character and shit. But I'm not too deep into the lore outside of that movie and
Queen of the Damned.
Yeah. Like aside from those movies, I don't know too much about the lore. So I don't know if this is actually something that's in the books, a second interview, like if all this shit is based in something that's already in the lore, or this shit is just being created for this show. But it's an AMC show.
Yeah,
so AMC for me already goes with quality, especially in the first seasons of a series.
I expect them to take it seriously. We won't see Lestat joining a fucking band or anything like that. It's just like we won't see him fucking do Burning Man, for crying out loud.
It's supposed to be in modern times too, so we'll see how it is. And also, but we officially have a Kraven. Aaron Taylor Johnson, who played Quicksilver and Kick-Ass, has now been casted as Kraven. Now, when I see him in the pictures, me myself, I don't have a big problem with him playing Kraven, because I've seen him play roles where he's kind of rough around the edges. He has the Balboa. I've seen him be violent before. It really depends on where they're going to take the character. I think as an actor, he'll play it well. I think he can do well in the movie, in the Spider Universe. I guess it's how they play the character. I don't think they're gonna play the character the way he is in the Ultimate Universe, where he's not really a hunter. He's more like a TV personality.
Mm-hmm.
It sounds something kooky that Sony might like. I wouldn't put that over them of them trying to do that. But if they're gonna go the route of the Sinister Six, I feel like this fucking guy could be Sinister. I've seen him be in movies where he plays villains and shit. What do you guys think?
Deca, you go first.
First, I didn't see that coming. Like, for real. That him being the... like, he's the one that... Wait, I'm confused. Like, isn't
fucking
this...
Pietro, bro.
That's Pietro, correct?
We'll never fucking see
Pietro,
Pietro,
the real
again.
Pietro.
We'll never get.
Por eso, ok, pues dije el también. Pero, ok, like, ¿qué implications va a tener que sea este actor? Como que, is it gonna be like... ¿Va a tener algo que ver con Multiverse of Madness? Porque es como que el mismo actor que hizo Quicksilver.
I don't think... I think when it comes to Spider-Man is in the MCU, but I think all these side characters are going to be in their own universe apart. I don't think we're going to see a Venom crossover into the MCU.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I don't think that's going to happen. Spider-Man might cross over, but I think this is going to be in its own universe. And even within that universe, there's characters that are associated to Peter Parker in the comics, but are not going to be associated within the universe. Because from what I'm hearing, the show with Silk is supposedly have been bit by the spider.
And the same spider is wandering out there, like biting people randomly. Like, I want to see a show about that spider.
Just fucking mordiendo motherfuckers.
Yeah.
But in the series, supposedly she goes abroad or some shit, and she might have gotten her powers in a different country, which is not going to be associated with Peter Parker the way it is in the comics. So even within the Spider-Man universe, I think there are going to be certain changes that they're going to make that are not going to be exactly associated with Peter Parker. Okay. So when Kraven comes into play, I don't think there's going to be such a problem with the actor playing Kraven because this is not the MCU.
Okay.
How about you, Pasty?
Fuck you, first of all.
Yeah, baneado de YouTube.
I thought that, so the casting for me was kind of way out of left field. I didn't expect that. I read the reports that supposedly, like everything, they offered it to a lot of different people. The list was like between like Keanu Reeves, I think Ethan Hawke at one point, Gerard Butler. They had offered it to a whole boatload of people, and then they gave it supposedly to Aaron Taylor Johnson or whatever. That's his name.
I couldn't see Ethan Hawke in the role.
I mean, dude, we didn't see a lot of people in a lot of different roles that they turned out to be. I don't play that card anymore because, like,
I think it's
shit surprises me.
For me, it's more of a physicality type of thing with Ethan Hawke. Yeah, he doesn't. I don't think at this junction in his career, he's gonna be like, let me start hitting the gym and get this 6-pack and biceps and triceps.
Nowadays, you never know.
You don't know that shit. I thought when I first heard of like them making a Kraven, I thought it was gonna be the guy that did Dracula Untold.
Dracula Untold.
The one from Fast and Furious. That he's
I forget his name. I haven't seen him in a minute. I forget his name.
Yeah, I haven't seen him in a while. He did Beauty and the Beast, and then he did some other directed.
The Hobbit. Is it?
He's in the Hobbit.
Luke Evans.
Yeah, that's fucking guy.
He's the guy that looks like Orlando Bloom, and Orlando Bloom doesn't look like Orlando Bloom anymore. Like, yeah, I know that guy.
Orlando Bloom on roids. The fucking guy is big. He's big, so he looks like Kraven. So to me, looked like Kraven.
It surprised me or whatever, but I mean, I'm down for it. It's just I told the other days I was talking to another podcast, and I was like, you know, there's the whole story arc he has, like it's called, I think, One Last Hunt, where he's dying of cancer.
Yeah.
What fucking podcast were you talking to?
Yeah, that was.
Motherfucker, what you mean you was on another podcast?
I said I was talking to. I didn't say I was visually on the screen. Shout out to the movie guy.
What the?
Not in this house, bitch. Not in this house.
Hey, we got fellow brethren that share spots there. Okay.
Yeah.
Shout out to Chichando. Anyway. So you see, you got me off track. God damn it.
One day thing.
There's One Last Hunt, and I was like, his greatest story is like that one. And I just found it kind of funny. Like that's the same thing they're doing with Morbius. This character's like dying, and time is limited or whatever. So he's trying to find the cure to his sickness, and da 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 da. I was like, I don't know how long these characters will be around with us, so let's make their story quick.
It's funny because it looks like all of their first steps that they're doing are all with anti-heroes. Venom, Morbius,
What's up,
Craven.
Metaverse?
What's up, Metaverse? Like it's all. That's what it looks like. It's like everything is from these characters, from the anti-heroes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So I wonder, what's the longevity of it? I wonder if they're thinking about, okay, Craven works. Do we get a trilogy of Craven films? Does Craven become part of the Sinister Six?
I don't know. What interests me a lot though is that Sony the other days in a press release they confirmed the multiverse.
Yeah.
The Spider-Verse.
Mm-hmm.
And it was Sony. So Sony's throwing out all these other properties, and they're linked to Spider-Man one way or another. Let's not bullshit each other.
Of course, they said.
You know what I mean? Like
that's among their plans is to eventually have Tom Holland make either cameos or take part in these other movies, and I think it's gonna be all due to the ramifications that we're gonna get in Spider-Man 3. Like if the multiverse opens here, then that's how we can explain all of these characters not appearing in the MCU because maybe it's just Tom Holland. And if it's No Way Home, we don't know if the movie ends with him stuck in the multiverse, like leaving the current universe.
Yeah, I feel like that's what my gut instinct tells me that once that contract with Disney ends, he lands in Sony's playing field. And what they're doing is they're setting up all these villains to then have Holland Spider-Man have somebody to fight or whatever.
Yeah.
Which is kind of weird. It's kind of weird.
If I remember right, doesn't that Spider-Man animated series wasn't the last episode with him with Madame Web bitch? But I forgot what the fuck her name was.
Madam Web.
Madam Web. You just take out the bitch and you have it, bro.
No some fucking respect for that series. It's called Madam Web. Thank you.
Well, that isn't that how it ends? Didn't that whole card the whole series wasn't that the last episode?
What you're referring to, if I'm not mistaken, is is it Battle Planet or I know it's not Secret Wars. I think it could be Secret Wars though. Their version of Secret Wars they did on the show. And what they basically what?
Didn't they do? Wasn't it with the Clone Saga? There was a bunch of the Spider-Man.
Pero ¿cuál serie tú estás hablando animada?
La
the 90s.
Todo el mundo le encanta. Nobody gives a shit about that 70s Spider-Man.
No. But I'm talking like the 90s Fox Kid Spider-Man.
Yeah, that one. So one of the last episodes, they kind of have this big battle, and he rips Spider-Man. Hold on one second. Mi problema con Craven es que es uno de esos personajes que si no lo ves peleando con Spider-Man simplemente no lo ves. En el caso de Venom y Morbius, si lo ves involucrado con otras historias en el universo de Marvel Comics. Yes, very true. I said that the other days as well, that one of the things with Craven is he's so dependent on the fights he has with Spider-Man. I personally haven't read a storyline where Craven...
Bro, he's loyal to his homeboy. Es como que ese es el que yo quiero matar. I'm not gonna go out killing other people.
But it's funny. I haven't read it. There probably are stories out there. I just personally haven't read them where he has another arch nemesis, or he has somebody he's constantly beefing with besides Spider-Man or whatever.
I was gonna say something very dark. Forget it. We were gonna get canceled.
Well, he's fine.
Forget it.
His other arch nemesis is cancer. I mean, it's the truth.
No, bro. No, forget it. It was about the en esa línea, pero no.
So back to the series. I know that there's an episode where they kind of rip these different Spider-Men. You're right, out of different. They're not timelines. They're alternate universes. There's one Spider-Man where he's literally an actor. He's fucking
when he was rich. The armor, fucking
the Iron Spider, the OG Iron Spider.
Exactly.
The Silver Spider.
Spider Carnage.
Yeah, and then at the end, for them solving that whole debacle, he basically gets put in a timeline where Mary Jane is alive again, which is it's. Could they do that in the movies? If you have a cameo with
Mary Jane,
Psycho Eyes, Tobey Maguire, and Andrew Garfield, you put them back in a timeline where people aren't dead anymore. Yes. It could be something interesting.
I'm thinking if we're taking bets, if one of them is gonna take a dirt nap, I'm thinking it's gonna be Toby.
Why would you think it's Toby though? When now that Sam Raimi, Sam Raimi loves that trilogy, and rightfully so. It's his baby. He's gonna be directing now.
Doctor Strange.
Doctor Strange. So like, there's been rumors again. These are just rumors. Relax, people. There's nothing is set in stone. That Raimi wants to touch on that universe. Like you'll see glimpses or whatever of that universe again in the Doctor Strange movie.
And supposedly in Morbius and in Venom, the fucking Daily Bugle logo is in the newspapers too. So I mean, we'll see how that goes.
It's a deep dark rabbit hole with all the rumors coming out of that Spider-Man movie. Like I've heard so many things, which in a way it's good because everybody's still guessing. So that means like we don't have anything spoiled, but we don't know actually shit about that.
Exactly.
Supposedly there's rumors that a trailer will be coming out this coming week or whatever. It would be wonderful if they threw it tomorrow because tomorrow everybody's home, technically, right? Memorial Day? Is tomorrow Memorial Day?
Yeah, tomorrow's Memorial Day.
That'd be great if they threw it out tomorrow. Everybody would catch it.
It's surprising. It's surprising that we haven't got any official like leaks from the paparazzi and shit. Like they're keeping everything super tight. You remember when Dark Knight came out and they showed Talia al Ghul on the tank with the coat?
Yeah.
Even though I still liked how it was portrayed in the movie, I really wish I didn't see that picture.
Yeah.
Because then it really would have fucking caught me off guard. So in talking about Spider-Man, it's still good that nothing has been really confirmed yet. So if something happens, hopefully we still get that surprise.
Everybody just needs to relax though. Don't WandaVision. Don't WandaVision. Everybody, made up that way better theories than what actually happened at the end. You know what I mean?
Nigga, it's funny because the chick that plays Monica, she said after filming everything, when she was watching the show with everybody, and they said about the space engineer, she was like, "Did I fucking miss something?" Because she heard everybody getting so hyped up, and she was like, "Was this bitch playing a character that I didn't know who she was?" Like she was getting confused with all the fucking hype that everybody was getting.
Es que es lo gracioso que dicen una frase o algo, we hype it up so much, y pues como que al final, like maybe the studio, it was never the intention.
Yeah, never.
Like, there are normal engineers in the Marvel universe. Like there's no more police people. Like not everybody said.
As a director, right? As a director, I don't know shit about directing, but I could imagine that she loves her vision. But while all these other great years are coming out, she was like, "Oh fuck!" Like, "Oh my god!" Like,
I should have done that. Ella como que Mephisto. I forgot about Mephisto. Damn it!
If I'm not mistaken, that team, I think they got signed on to like 3 more years of Sony productions. I mean, of Disney Plus productions.
Oh yeah.
So I don't know if that means another WandaVision. But they will be coming back.
I don't think you can do another season of WandaVision. Like I think that show as a one-off is great. I can see you doing another for sure. But
I heard that they're already going forward with the 4th. From what I read today, supposedly the villain for Captain America 4 was supposed to be this chick, Sharon.
What?
Sharon was initially supposed to be the villain, but due to the fans not liking that twist, now supposedly they're still in the writing process of creating a new villain. What they're hinting is that the daughter of Red Skull might be the villain for the 4th film.
I thought Sharon Carter's I thought Sharon Carter's little twist in that series was good. I mean, the payoff at the end, it kind of leaves you open to what she's up to. But I thought like.
Supposedly she's gonna be in the movie. She's just not gonna be the main antagonist anymore.
I didn't like the face-off. Again, I'll repeat. I didn't like the whole. We're all one bullet solved everybody's problem in that face-off.
I think she just gets shitted on. Like I remember when she kissed fucking Chris Evans, everybody was like, "Fuck that hoe." Nobody wanted them to be together, and supposedly that affected her portrayal in the MCU. So now they make her a villain, and they're still like, "Man, fuck Sharon." Now she's like even more this time. I feel bad for her, y'all.
I'll be honest with you. There's scenes when she did that, the whole scene with Los Tangones, whatever.
Yeah, the fighting. I thought she was
I keep on saying that I feel like that was the scene they were going to record in Puerto Rico or whatever. I thought that scene was awesome. Like she was John Wick left and right. I was like, give this bitch a spinoff. Give her her own show.
Mm-hmm. I thought she was dope, plain and simple, and I could see a series of. I could see how them doing a series with the Power Broker and how far her reach really goes within that whole world. That 5 years have passed. All the shit that she did to become the Power Broker.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That would be awesome.
That the Army of the Dead on Netflix gets reviews, but it's on its way to being one of the most highest viewed originals from Netflix on the streaming app. So that almost guarantees that we're gonna get a wider universe with Zack Snyder.
So the podcast last weekend that I wasn't on, you guys talked about it. I was jumping on and off because my battery was dying.
We talked a little bit. We talked a little bit about Army of the Dead.
You guys talked about all the other stuff that's fucking weird in that movie, like all the.
We talked some about the robot fucking.
The fucking robot zombie, the aliens in the beginning of the movie that all of a sudden just jolts out of the fucking screen.
Supposedly, I was speaking with Orengo yesterday, and Orengo said that the initial zombie was supposed to be like an alien.
Yeah, because it's kind of they basically lean in the direction that Alpha. The first Alpha was like a military experiment, or like, and then there's like blue blood in them, so maybe it's like a military experiment with like alien hybrids or something like that.
Saying the baby looked at fucking blue.
Yeah, he changed color when the tocó.
And when at the end of the movie, spoilers, I'm forever hasn't seen it. You're mad late, but for the end of the movie, when they popped that guy in the head, like blue mist came out, like a blue powder popped out of his head or whatever. And then, did you notice also when they're dragging in? Not all the zombies have like this weird blue glow in their eyes, and when they drag in, what's his face? The one that you were afraid was gonna get sodomized.
The other zombies. Juice, nigga. I don't remember his name. He's always gonna be Juice to me, bro.
Juice. He's from that. You're making a reference to Luke Cage, right? He was in Luke Cage.
Yeah.
All right. So
I forgot his name in Sons of Anarchy.
Is it Shades?
Yeah, Shades.
Like Shades or something like that? Where the hell did you get Juice?
What is Juice from Sons of Anarchy?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, right.
No nerds saw that show. All right. Anyway, one of the zombies has like blue glowing eyes when they bring them in or whatever. And there's like theories out there saying that like that's a plant. Like that zombie's like one of the robotic zombies or whatever. I thought that teoría. Yeah, dude, there's so much stuff like
bro,
in that movie.
Que, mano, la gente no aprende con las teorías. Disfruten las películas, maldita sea. Está cool, pero como que, like, hay una parte en la película que yo se lo dije a Alex que a mí como que no fue que me molestó, pero como que yo dije, is this movie going there? En la parte que están en la bóveda tratando de abrir y de repente ver los cadáveres.
That is another theory that is super interesting because that's not everybody references the bodies that they saw when they got to the vault. Nobody references the bodies on top of the gambling table with the map. Donde ellos primero encuentran el mapa y dicen, oh, there must have been another team. There's a whole other team of bodies, of army bodies, right on top of the table or whatever.
I remember.
Yeah, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, I remember when you and me saw that. As soon as I saw that, I looked at him and was like, is this what the fuck is going? Is this what the fuck is about to happen? Yo, that shit blew my mind, bro.
I just found it funny. I paid no mind to it. I was like, maybe it's just they're trying to like. La primera vez que yo lo vi, I took it as like, oh, maybe they're making fun of the trope. Like, oh, another team of military guys comes in with zombies. Like, we've done this before type deal. But now reading everybody like their interpretations of it, it's pretty interesting. Like they're saying that like they're trapped in some sort of time loop and like somebody did something different this time. That changed the outcome, and that's why they got as far. This is the farthest they've gotten.
Because in the other loops, Chris D'Elia didn't molest no girls.
Oh my god!
So on the other one, we had D'Elia laughing. Change everything, bro.
And another time frame, this movie made like a killing at the box office.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, I went to see it. I went to see it thinking that the reason why it was in the smaller chain theaters was because they were supporting mom and pop shops. And the other days I read somewhere, I was like, no, that's just the limited release that Netflix had. They just, handed it out to random theaters. I was like, oh, okay.
Like, whoever wants it can get it.
Yeah. I had better intentions than that. All right.
before we get into Cruella later, Cruella has people say it's heavily influenced on Joker. Now, recently, there's been news that the director of Joker, Todd fucking Phillips, is co-writing a sequel. Is a sequel necessary?
Okay,
In my eyes, no.
Yo quiero aportar este tema, pero antes de eso, deme un quick 2-minute break, rápido. Like, people, I'm here in this episode by miracle. I need to.
He gotta take a shit.
Yeah, no. Well,
oh my god.
I didn't do that. They go like, I'm outside. I gotta take a shit. Y'all niggas is bullshit.
So in the grand scheme of things, this is the way I look at it when these movies come out. Like the first one, obviously, was, I mean, in my opinion, it was really, really good. You were gonna have people pissing and moaning either way because isn't that my Joker? Isn't that whatever? It was a really good interpretation. We see interpretations in comics all the fucking time. It's not anything new or whatever. And this interpretation was pretty interesting, dude. I'm not gonna lie, I was at the time when this movie came out. They decided to release it on the anniversary of shooting at a movie theater, and I was literally watching the movie like watching people. I was.
You were like
taking it. People were taking it seriously because the cops were outside the.
Timmy, you better sit the fuck down, Timmy. Don't get up. Don't get too quick, nigga.
There were cops outside the movie theaters. Like each and every movie theater where they were showing this.
Yeah.
There were cops outside, like stationed. Like they were afraid that it was going to inspire Cracker Jack to just go crazy. So I was watching it. I was a little bit on edge every time somebody got up to take a piss. I was like, oh, wait a second. But anyway, back to the topic at hand, dude. Like we've got to see movies that we know are gonna be bad, and since they're superhero movies or they're related to the geeky stuff we like, we always end up going to see them anyway. So whether this one merits it, welcome back.
Hello.
What are you touching, bro? What are you touching?
I'm sorry.
He's like, I told you guys to wait. God damn it.
Okay. ¿Todavía están en Cruella?
No, Miguel's talking about how he went to see Joker in the movie theater, and he was scared that he was gonna get shot up.
Anyway, so we've gone to see movies that we know are gonna be bad anyway, and we support because we support the geek culture. So yeah, maybe this one wasn't necessary and it comes out, but I'm down for it. Like, what's the worst that can happen? That it's subpar. What damage does it do to fucking DC? Like really? Right now, like come on.
Oh, it's gonna ruin the
French.
Yeah.
Oh, we go into negative scoring now. Instead of a 0, we got a -2 on DC side now. You know what I mean?
I think that's a small issue because DC doesn't have a lot really going for it when it comes to the movie universe. And Joker, it's not related to anything. It's one of the few ones that didn't leave a bad taste in our mouths. So my fear is that they take something that was actually really good, and then the reasoning behind the sequel is not because we want to do the sequel. So it made so much money, so let's do the money play, and that's when DC fucks up.
Yeah. The way it ended though, I would like to see a second one because the version of the Joker they showed me is not still. I don't know if we will ever see that, but it's not the maniacal, super fucking smart version that would give Batman a fucking headache. Like that version of Joker would get his ass handed to him in 5 seconds.
Because he's not even like the gangster Joker.
But that's what I'm saying. Like so it was a beginning of a character or whatever. Yeah. It was like, it was an origin story. So, if you give me a second movie, more or less along, say don't make it too like laughable because this movie had a serious tone to it. Like mental issues or whatever. But if you give me the same tone of the movie and have him come into like have another reason to start up another ruckus and like have it do some serious damage, dude, I'm down for that. Hell yeah. I'll watch a second one if it's along the same tone. Man. If you start, like you said, if you start changing the tone and getting funny with it and making it a little bit more commercial, then I'm gonna be like, oh, okay, well, I saw it, but I didn't like it as much as the first.
Yo cuando vi Joker en el cine, a mí seriamente me preocupó el mensaje de mucha gente, como que people were saying like, oh, yo me identifico. I'm like, like I was with a group of people con amistades, ¿verdad? Y we were seeing this movie. Era pues como 1 o 2 semanas antes de que saliera como que al público general. Estábamos pues como un special screening de Warner Bros. Y de repente yo veo mucha gente como que, oh, me identifiqué, hermano. que mucho me gustó la parte cuando he's in the car, like everybody's praising him. Y yo like, that's fucking anarchy, bro. Like, do you know what you're admiring? Like, bro, bro, that's a little dark. Like, lo que tú estás mirando. And people were like, mano, y yo no sé si fue Joker, yo no sé si fue esa misma temporada que fue como que, o no sé si fue Joker la que inspiró esa temporada, como que justificar a todos los villanos. Like, Cruella.
You're talking about like, I was just about to say that later when we spoke about Cruella. It's that whole thing of humanizing the villain, or making him not relatable, but again, humanizing a character. Which
I'm really glad that you said that.
We've seen a character like the epitome of fucking evil, and they bring him down to a human level. You're like, oh, like
I'm very glad that you said that shit.
Like, oh, that's why he goes to buildings and kills babies. Like, oh,
no, pero como que,
like, what the fuck.
Pero es como que a veces yo veo estas películas, por ejemplo, yo no he visto Cruella, puede que no la vea, a lo mejor la veo en un futuro cuando esté en Disney Plus gratis. Como que,
it's worth a watch. It's worth a watch. It's not bad.
No. I'm 3/4 of the movie, and it's like it's okay.
Yeah, okay, I guess I'll see it eventually, pero como que I'm not gonna pay for it. O sea, I'm not gonna like go to the theater to watch it or pay extra money to watch it.
I seen it yesterday on Disney Plus.
Oh, okay, and Disney Plus.
I'll send you my copy.
I'll be the responsible human being of this podcast and say that the After School Club does not support piracy. We fully support the movie-going community.
Yeah, we do.
And the industry that gives us shit to talk about week after week.
Yeah, pero mano, like, mano, que mucho a mí me molesta cuando como que justifican a estos villanos y a veces a mí me da risa porque yo veo como que some of them, tú dices como que, como que, pero some of them you're like, that's stupid. Como que a mí me han pasado cosas, o sea, no estoy diciendo que a mí me han pasado cosas, like, you say like, I have gone through similar shit, you don't see me like trying to fucking become a villain. I'm like, fucking embrace it, like, well, this is my life. And like, I really hate that. Porque la gente se empieza a identificar como que, oh, I used to be a good person, now the society turned me into a bad person. No, you're just stupid, bro. Como que, I'm sorry. Como que, I'm sorry. Like, you don't have to...
Check out Mr. Perfect over here. Like,
I'm not Mr. Perfect, pero coño, like,
I'm just messing with you.
Pero como que, like, bro, like, if somebody like, people do shit to me that if you see it in a movie that would like justify a villain, and I'm like, fuck it, like whatever.
I know, las veces que Nicolás nada más está botado en podcast, yo lo hubiese matado ya. Like.
Yeah, bro.
it makes me laugh because I was watching the movie, right, and I had seen the movie after already seeing different podcasts and different people give their reviews about the movie, and I was like, yo, their reviews had me thinking how fucked up.
About the Joker?
No, I'm talking about Cruella.
Oh, okay, Cruella, okay.
Their reviews had me thinking, how fucked up am I? Because they kept saying in the movie that one of the things that they liked about Cruella is that they didn't make her look like a good guy. She was evil. And I was like, she didn't really look. I don't know if my evil has to be like, eating children.
No, she's Disney. She's Disney evil, bro. Like, come on.
No, but that's what I'm saying. They was like, oh, she was a mean little girl. I was like, did she not get spit in the face? I mean, if you spit in my face as a kid, I'm fucking you up. Was she not being bullied? Like, I kept seeing it, and I kept thinking, like, what the fuck are these people talking about?
She was an egocentric character in the beginning.
She had an ego.
We're gonna jump into Cruella then.
Let's just fucking jump into Cruella because for me,
future. I just put like something.
That's what and when I'm looking at it, in ningún parte does what she do. It didn't look unjustified to me because of what happened to her. She didn't look like a villain. Like I was like, okay, are we gonna get to the point where she's gonna stab one of these fucking Dalmatians? Because if you kill a dog in a movie, you're automatically the fucking villain.
Well, she didn't do it. Well, that's the thing. Disclaimer: I'm 3/4 of part of the movie almost done, but up to where I saw, they insinuated at one point in the movie that she pelted the dogs that. Spoilers, everybody. 3, 2, 1. The reason why she hates Dalmatians. Yeah, you don't have the buzzer. Spoilers. Oh my god!
I don't.
We're not hearing that. Never mind. We're having technical difficulties.
That's how I become a bitch. Doing a podcast.
So anyway, the reason why she hates the Dalmatians so badly is because her mom was killed by Dalmatians in the dude. The antagonist of the movie has Dalmatian dogs and they're vicious little bastards. And she makes the Dalmatians like attack the mom or technically push her off the ledge. No? That's not I'm not right?
You're right. But in the movie, she keeps the dogs. She doesn't hate them.
She pelts, supposedly. That's what I'm saying. And one part of the movie, they insinuate that she pelts them to make her dress at one point.
Mm-hmm.
But then I'm not sure because in another part of the movie, he asked her like, "Oh, you know that kills dogs?" And she's like, "Not really, but everybody needs a villain, right? Everybody needs a villain to
But
hate."
that's what I'm saying. In the movie, she makes everybody think that she hates Dalmatians.
Did you see the Dalmatians after that?
Yeah.
I didn't see them. That's
what I'm telling you. I saw the whole movie. In ningún momento does she portray a hateness towards the Dalmatians. She just doesn't stop anybody from thinking that she hates Dalmatians.
Yeah.
Like when they bring it up, she was like, "Well, fuck it, yeah." But she didn't do it. She didn't actually do anything to the dogs.
So again, when we get to the little minor sins that this movie, because honestly, like what I've seen in the movie so far, I kind of like it. And this might be the first live action adaptation from Disney of the older movies that I actually like, because I didn't like Lion King. I sure as hell didn't like Aladdin. I didn't like Jungle Book. So this might be the first one that they released that I kind of actually like. They commit the minor sin of like, yeah, this villain is so like insane in the 101 Dalmatians animated movie. Whatever, she kind of looks like her name is DeVille. Like she looks like the fucking devil by the end of the movie. Like she's kind of scary. And here they commit the minor sin of humanizing her or whatever. Even the supporting characters, the Horace and that other guy.
The other guy's fucking funny.
In the cartoons, they're dying to like literally like smash a club over the dog's head, the puppies.
Yeah.
They're like the epitome of like disgusting human beings. And in this movie, they're kind of like a family. Or at least they start out like that in the movie. So they do commit the minor sin of like humanizing these characters that in the original movie were like villain, but dude, I can't hold it against them. Like I really was enjoying the movie. And I think Emma Stone, man, like her portrayal of a lot of characters, she's just very charming. So
I think she did really. Yeah, she did
a good job.
I like how what they did with the character, because they didn't take it to the extreme like they did Maleficent. They turned her from a villain to a straight up hero. With Cruella, she's not necessarily good, because she's not necessarily a good person. She's just the lesser of two evils. The problem with that is when you see the cartoon, this bitch is out there killing dogs. Like she's ready to fucking kill niggas. She's not at that point yet. She's very egocentric. If you get in her way, there's gonna be consequences, but we're not talking murder. You know what I'm saying? She's not there yet.
We're gonna see a Cruella too. That's what you're saying.
It ends with who I'm guessing is the husband and the wife in the 101 Dalmatians. It ends with them receiving their dogs. They each get a Dalmatian.
I haven't seen it. I haven't seen the ending yet. So I know that they introduced Anita, and Anita is the mom. I mean, Anita is the female character in the animation that she has a female Dalmatian, and then the guy has a male.
They introduced the guy. The guy is the Middle Eastern guy with the beard that I think he was a lawyer and got fired.
Oh, really? I thought, but see, that's weird. I thought he was a writer in the original.
At the end of the movie, I find it very weird because he's playing the piano and he's singing Cruella DeVille, but he doesn't even know, like, you know what I'm saying? I don't know, but that's how it ends. So I'm guessing. I don't know if this is going to lead into 101 Dalmatian live action film with Emma Stone attached to it.
I thought it was. I'll be honest with you. I didn't think it was the movie. The way it played out, it wasn't that bad. I like the characters. I like the acting. I was laughing like I want a one-eyed dog, a one-eyed Chihuahua named Winx.
That fucking Chihuahua had me laughing.
That dog was hilarious in that movie, bro. That character, like that little dog, I was rolling. I was like, I want one of those. He had an eye patch and everything.
Yo,
When they had him dressed up as the rat,
who was I forgot what's the name of the main antagonist. Emma Thompson, is that what it is? It's Emma something.
That's her. I forget her name.
Emma something, but she had me laughing my ass off because she is such a twat in this fucking movie. Bro, I was like, there's this one black guy. I was like, this fucking guy, yo. She asked him a question and he came to her face and she literally sprayed perfume in this fucking guy's eyeballs. This nigga, yo, he got sprayed in the face by perfume, and then later in the movie, he gets attacked by the fucking dog. Then the dog like bite him in the face or some shit when he was dressed like a rat.
I don't remember. You're talking about? Is he the one that answered the door? And he's like,
remember,
he said, "Don't turn around. Whatever you do, don't turn around." And the dog, like on cue, like nipped at him or whatever. Like, he thought he was gonna get rabies.
What's funny because I always talk with Yancy when we be watching movies, and I be telling Yancy, you know that guy's British, and she'd be like, "What the fuck?" And I was like, "Yeah, all these fucking people. Yeah, the English accent, the American accent has to be like the easiest fucking accent to do because everybody can fucking do it." But Emma Stone and that fat guy are both American. Like the fat guy, he's not British.
Yeah, I mean, I found it like not. How can I say, like, not jarring? I don't know if somebody else that like is used to like finer film is gonna tear her accent apart, but I
don't think her accent was bad. The only thing is it's Emma Stone, so we know her so much, so I know that she's faking the accent. But if I just heard it and I didn't know it was her, I wouldn't be like that bitch sound like she got a fake accent.
Another thing that I was watching the movie and I was like, okay, so the first half of the movie, they almost committed one cardinal sin. Well, half of the movie, Mark Strong doesn't say a goddamn thing. I was like, if Mark Strong isn't a major player in this movie, by the time this shit ends, I'm gonna turn this off and like file a complaint. But thank God, I
got something funny to tell you about that.
Thank God, 3/4 of the movie through, he finally gave a speech. He finally clarified some things, and I was like, gracias a Dios que they did not waste this actor because he's like the best.
I have something that you're gonna be disgusted about.
What?
I'm watching the movie. It's me, Yancy, and Didi. Me and Didi are high as fuck. Yancy is sober. She's okay. She's watching the movie and Mark Strong comes out. Obviously, you and me know Mark Strong.
Of course.
So I'm sitting there and I'm like, if he's here, something is gonna happen. They're not gonna have Mark Strong there. I'm like, I'm interested, but I'm high. I'm high as fuck. And Didi asks, who is that guy? Yancy. Nigga, without skipping a beat. What the fuck? You don't know who that is? That's Stanley Tucci. And I was like,
oh my God! The fucking O'Malley blasphemer!
Without missing, nigga, with such a serious like, and then she looked back at me like this bitch. I was like, "What the fuck are you talking about?" I was crying.
She looked at you like Rocket Raccoon and Guardians. She looked at you. Yeah, I know who that is.
I was fucking crying.
Oh my
like,
Lord.
Stanley Tucci. What
Jesus.
the fuck are you talking about?
Oh my God. I don't blame her because in this particular movie, they have a little bit of a resemblance, but man, what a disrespect.
Nigga, yo, how fucking hilarious, nigga.
Oh my God. Thank God that happens between you guys because like that would happen like with all of us in there, we would have been like,
nigga, oh, she would have left. She would have got mad, nigga, because that laughter would have ended.
Get out.
Would have not ended, nigga.
Would have paused the movie. Get out.
Are we done with Cruella? We're gonna continue.
No, I mean, honestly, I don't think it's a bad movie. I was digging it. I went in there thinking like, oh man, this is probably gonna be like a slow burn. Like I'm not gonna probably enjoy this. And while this guy makes a lot of noise, we'll just keep on. He really doesn't give a shit about Cruella.
Why does nigga look like he got the Razor Ramon curl? He just got one curl there.
What?
But you got the even more now. There's the Razor Ramon, son.
He's not the Razor Ramon. You got to use references he knows. He went for the Clark Kent.
Bro.
with the mullet, black suit Clark. But
I'm becoming a villain, bro. Come on, don't you see my origin story?
What
Dude,
something
Cruella
that
was a good
funny.
watch. Cruella was a good watch. I didn't say anybody who's going in there thinking like maybe you might not want to pay, maybe you might want to wait. But I think if maybe this movie would have done well in the theaters. Honestly,
It's not a movie for. It's not a movie for kids.
no,
And
that's what I was wondering. I was like, this
it's
isn't a movie
not.
for kids at all.
Yeah, it's not that it's not for kids because it's violent. It's just kids will find it boring. There's no
Yeah,
like
exactly.
uppity song. There's nothing like. It's more for like preteens. 13, 14-year-olds will probably love this fucking movie.
Angsty children.
Exactly.
Oh, by the way, also the music selection was pretty dope. There was a lot of like old songs that were like redone by newer artists, and it was really interesting, or whatever.
There were a lot, There was a lot of.
There was a song in there like Sinatra songs in there that were.
There were things in this movie that I dug the fuck out of, and like there's parts where she crashes, like every time this bitch is about to do something with fashion in the show, she crashes it, and like nigga, the bravado of this bitch. She went in like a garbage truck or some shit. Garbage truck like threw out all this garbage, and then the garbage went around, and they took like if the garbage was a part of her dress and shit, and it was dragging it. I guess she was like, I'm throwing out the garbage, bitch.
No, the scene that was pretty cool to me was the antagonist drove up in like this fancy car, and they tie wrapped the door, and then her dress, she came and got on top of the car, and the dress covered the car and just left enough space for like the lady to be like, what the fuck is going on out there? She's like modeling on top of the car. I was like, yo, that's pretty fucking dope. Not to mention the costumes were pretty dope too throughout the movie.
It looked like when you go to the bathroom stall and it's just that little space open. She was like, what the fuck? Nigga, but those scenes, the bravado of those scenes, like obviously we're not into the fashion world.
Exactly, but you gotta give credit where credit's
she does this last thing that was like so fucking punk rock with these red lights and these niggas are playing on the fucking stage. There's a lot of shit in his past.
I could see a lot of yes, girl, work it. I can see a lot of that in people's features.
There was movies that I don't think she should have been a fashion artist in this movie, because this bitch's real talent with being a beautician. Because this bitch had a fucking fro like this. This bitch in a time where they don't have those electric fucking she combed her shit, tied that shit in a wrap, put a wig out. She was out by 9. She was at 9. I gotta go to work 9:15. Everything was covered. You didn't see the ending, right?
Not yet.
Okay.
Thank you for letting me know that they get Dalmatians at the end of the night shot.
At the end of the nigga, we already did the spoiler. We did the spoiler. At the end of the movie, this bitch is gonna be fucking Barry Allen. You're gonna see her. There's gonna be a part that was gonna be like, the fuck? It's here and over here, Barry Allen.
Con todo lo que ustedes han dicho, honestamente, de la película, like, pensando de verdad, I'm still not gonna see it. Like, I have my standards, not against beauty or like I saw Zoolander 1 and 2. Like, come on.
Right. Talking about, it's a good movie. Talking about Mark Strong. We're gonna get into the Green Lantern series. The Green Lantern, from what I've read, is going to be in multiple timelines because they already have Guy Gardner. Guy Gardner is supposed to be in the 80s, but they also just cast Alan Scott. Alan Scott is supposed to be in the 40s. And what are they saying? That in the current timeline, they're going to go with Simon Bass, Jessica Cruz, and a new character, Bree Jardy, some shit like that, which I'm guessing is going to be the current timeline. Why I mentioned Mark Strong is because I think that unanimously, I don't think nobody likes the Green Lantern movie. I thought everybody is pretty much on the same page. That was kind of whack. One of the things that I did enjoy was Mark Strong turning into Sinestro. I thought that was pretty cool in the movie. What they're saying is that character might come out into the Green Lantern series. Now, I don't know if you guys seen the Superman show, Superman and Lois. But since it started, I've said multiple times I like the show.
Have you kept on watching it?
I'm up to where they took the break. I think they just came back last week, so I didn't see last week's episode because of the coronavirus.
I'm talking about the show took a break.
Yeah, because of the coronavirus.
I thought you meant like Lois and Clark took a break. Okay.
No. Usually these shows go to like 14 episodes and then take a mid-season break and then go for like another 14 or whatever, but they stopped at 8. I guess it's shorter seasons now. But yeah, they came back last week. The person that directed the pilot and the second episode is supposed to be directing the Green Lantern at least the first couple of episodes that they're gonna be having, which makes me think, okay, we're gonna get something of quality. It's an HBO Max. They're not dealing with CW budget, so the budget of the show is gonna be significantly higher than what we would see in the CW. I'm just outside of Hal Jordan and Kyle Reiner. I don't have rich knowledge of the Green Lantern lore. Like Alan Scott, like what I know about Guy Gardner is when he turned into a Red Lantern. That's about it. But a lot of his stories, a lot of the things that he had before that, I'm just not rich on that. Simon Baz, I know he's like a Muslim Green Lantern. Jessica Cruz is the Mexican Green Lantern or some shit. Outside of that, I don't know if you guys know about the lore, but I'm not too knowledgeable about Green Lantern.
I'm not too knowledgeable about Green Lantern. All I know is about Hal Jordan, right? Hal Jordan is the pilot.
I know Hal Jordan. I know Kyle Reiner because Kyle Reiner
and big events de Green Lantern, like eso lo que yo leí.
Stewart.
Yeah, John Stewart.
But John Stewart is just because of the series, the animated series. Like I never read any John Stewart comics.
Yeah, exactly. I'm not too much of a fan of Green Lantern or whatever, so I don't know too much about him. But I mean, hey,
I just know que el weakness de Green Lantern es el color amarillo for some reason and wood. So si tú coges un lápiz número 2, you just stab him and it's dead. Like,
that's all.
Bro, that's honestly like
you'll never catch him at a yellow light on the street.
That's Batman.
Isn't it Fear though? I thought it was Fear.
That's Batman. Fear.
What?
Batman. Batman turns into a Yellow Lantern.
Yeah,
all right, but I thought the Green Lantern's thing is Fear. I thought
it is.
Lo que pasa es que
if there's anybody watching this, they're probably like cussing us the fuck out. Like, what a bunch of
it's
pero lo que pasa
es Hope, Fear, Rage.
Lo que pasa es que esto es un nerd fact. Él no puede castear el Green Energy alrededor de cosas amarillas ni madera. Por lo tanto, si yo cojo un lápiz, vuelvo a lo del lápiz, él no me puede parar el lápiz, es lo que quiero decir. Like, bro, that's kind of stupid, though.
In other words, John Wick could kill Green Lantern. All right.
He can still deck you, though.
I'm not gonna, no me voy a levantar para el episodio. I'm sorry, guys, I'm dying. Pero I have like all the rings of Green Lantern except the Green Lantern. Like, I respect every other color except green. Like,
the one thing I remember the most about like Green Lantern fervor was when the whole Red Lantern shit came out, right? What was it? What was it called? Atrocitus? Is that what they call the leader or whatever?
Yeah.
When that thing came out, people were going crazy over that story arc. People were
loving that. Nigga, I read all that shit, nigga.
Oh really? I know that people were going nuts.
Él se corta la mano y le echa la sangre al ojo a Hal Jordan. Es como que, bro. Like, stop.
Nigga, it was great. Nigga, Supergirl turned to a Red Lantern for a while. Nigga, the funniest shit was the cat. You remember the fucking cat?
Yeah.
That fucking cat was ferocious. Nigga, but yeah.
What did he turn into?
It was like a pet cat, some shit. I forgot the name. But nigga, the Red Lantern, I was digging the fuck out of that series. What the fuck else we got today? Oh yeah. All right. So I don't know if you guys have heard, but DC announced that on September 18th, which is officially Batman Day, they're going to have an event for Batman, but they're going to come out with a hardcover anthology series called Batman the World, which is going to be 14 different stories by 14 different creative teams that span the world. So we're going to have teams from the Czech Republic, Italy, Japan, China, America, and they're each going to come out with their own little short individual tale of how Batman, I guess, is seen from their culture, which sounds pretty fucking cool.
And this is going to be a comic, or is it going to be like visual?
It's going to be a comic. It's going to be a one-shot hardcover fucking graphic novel.
Okay. Well, I'm down for that.
Yeah, it looks pretty dope. I've seen some of the pictures, like him dressed like fucking kind of like Japanese samurai type of shit. And
that's funny you say that, because that's the one I hate. That's the only version of Batman I can't stand. That 3D movie they did.
I didn't see that movie. No, I didn't see that movie.
God, I hated that movie.
I didn't see it.
I couldn't get used to the art style. That's what it was. I was just like, this shit is jarring as hell. Like,
but it doesn't look. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. It doesn't look like that. The picture that I seen didn't look like that. But I thought that was pretty fucking dope because they're. I've never even heard of a comic book from like the fucking Czech Republic or fucking teams from there. I've heard obviously Japan, China, America, all that type of shit.
It'll definitely be interesting. It'll probably be a good read to say someone else's. That was like, did you ever see? I sent you the pictures one time that supposedly Gerard Way had like he released like a figure, like how do you call it? They were like statues, like mini statues, but they were his interpretation of what Batman is.
No, I don't remember.
I sent you pictures of that, and it was like, oh, this guy gets like a comic book run. This is gonna be something totally different. Very weird.
Gerard Way is still doing comics, I think.
Yeah, Watchmen.
Umbrella Academy. What the
Jesus
fuck?
Christ. Don't kill me. Umbrella Academy
got canceled right now.
What you said?
It's gonna be 184 pages. That shit.
Whoa.
So it's gonna be.
I need another book for my shelf. So my hardcovers. I need another add to that.
Pretty fucking big. Now I don't know if you guys saw that teaser that they came out Netflix for Cobra Kai, where they're gonna bring Terry Silver back. But I felt like if you watch the show, that was kind of expected to happen. What I'm wondering is that
his character was in the flashbacks, right? Terry Silver was in the flashbacks, in the army flashbacks.
Yeah.
Was he?
Yeah. He was one of the people that was with them in Vietnam, right?
I think because they got more money now, they were able to do stuff like that because the first 2 seasons were YouTube exclusives. So they really wasn't working with as much money. Then they went to Netflix and they was able to bring back Elizabeth Shue, the original actress, into this one. So I was like, oh shit, they did that because Netflix got more pull, they got more money. And I'm thinking because Netflix has a contract and they did a couple of movies with Hilary Swank, I wonder if we're going to get this bitch from Karate Kid 4 into the movie.
I got a theory about Terry Silver. I got a theory that the girl Tori is his daughter this whole time.
There's been a couple of what you call us about that.
Yeah, she's kind of mentioned stuff. Yeah, but I have a feeling that that's that Tori girl. That's her dad, or some like a strange father, and that's why she's such a pain in the ass to everybody in her life.
They're saying he might even be the father of the main character. The main character, you never see his father. He's raised by his mother and his grandmother.
What are you talking about? What main character?
The main kid, the Mexican
Miguel.
Miguel.
Oh, Miguel.
Miguel, bro. Miguel, bro.
I thought you were talking about. I thought you. Everybody's character is different. I thought the main character you referred to was the other guy. I was like, that's Johnny's kid. Like, what are you talking about?
For a second, I was like,
that's Johnny's kid.
That's Johnny's.
Yeah, they're saying that he might also be Miguel's pops.
I met my father. That's not my father.
Yeah, I wonder because Hilary Swank already had a couple of movies with Netflix, some shows, some things.
Yeah, she had that one. She had that one where she was like an astronaut, right? She got stuck in.
That's what I'm saying. I'm from a budget standpoint, Netflix got the money to do that more now than ever. I'm just wondering if that's anything on there like, because I remember seeing the fucking Mighty Ducks shit. And we had talked about it, and I was like, they probably just didn't have, that budget or give that much of a fuck to get Pacey back on the fucking show.
With Pacey, the fucking Dawson's Creek references, like everybody saw that besides us.
Nigga, that's Pacey forever, nigga. That's forever. That's gonna be Pacey, nigga. Derek, you know Pacey? Derek, did you see Dawson's Creek?
¿Tú no viste la crica de Dawson?
Eso, Dawson's Creek, la serie.
Bro,
Bro, yo tenía que ver esa porquería para yo poder ver los programas que yo quería.
So there you go, bro. There you go. Then you know who Pacey is, bro.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Forever Pacey. Well, they didn't get him on the show. I was like, fuck. That's why. Did you see the ending of that show yet? No, you haven't seen it.
Oh, Mighty Ducks.
Yeah.
No, I'm like an episode, like I think it's like episode 4 or something like that. But we all know who the breakout star of that show is.
Yo, I watch that show every fucking Friday, bro.
Mighty Ducks. You haven't seen it?
Okay, pero hay algo nuevo de Mighty Ducks. ¿Ustedes están hablando lo animado o
la serie?
No. There's a series now. There's a series with Bombay. and he has an ice skating rink. And these new kids, they all small kids. It's a new show in the universe of the Mighty Ducks.
It's a continuation. It's a continuation of the story. You can say that.
It's a lot of the not a lot, but a couple of the original Mighty Ducks come out.
Le puedo dar una confesión de Mighty Ducks, la primera película.
If you say we don't like it, you can kick his ass out right now.
No.
You have my permission.
The first time I saw it, a mí me gustaba mucho Mighty Ducks animado. So yo pensaba que those kids were gonna get bit by a duck or something. And I watched the whole movie. And I was where's the Mighty Ducks?
Dude, that show's on Disney Plus, by the way. They have it on Disney Plus. You're talking about the
But bro, like
no, but I'm talking about the animated show you're talking about. They have it on Disney Plus.
No, I know so. Yeah. Pero like I thought those kids, like they were playing hockey, they were gonna turn like into the Mighty Ducks.
No, he was like, where do they get sucked into the portal? Like that.
Why do they become dogs? Like I was
where's Howard?
They're really close to their parents. It's gonna really suck when they get sucked into another dimension as children.
But that show is not made for adults, but it's funny as fuck, yo.
That breakout star, I don't know the name of that acting. I don't know the name of that actor, but that child actor is hilarious.
I know his name is Nick. That's all I know.
Hay un personaje en el show que tiene un podcast y él se pasa grabando con el celular. ¿De qué? Se pasa grabando con el celular.
What are you doing, bro?
What?
What the fuck are you doing? All I hear is blah, blah, blah.
So this. I'm throwing a dice, bro.
This nigga's like, am I gonna live or die by the end of this podcast?
Am I gonna die? Oh, a 20.
He's rolling stats to see how much he gives a fuck about this. He's like, I rolled a 10. Let's move next topic. Anyway, the child actor, I forget his name in that series, is hilarious. That kid is like funny as hell.
He's
the little kid that plays Nick. The kid that plays Nick.
Nigga, but the whole show, they're called the Don't Bothers. Right?
Yeah.
There's another team that the Mighty Ducks they're not the main people because now the Mighty Ducks have become the villains. They're all just winning. So now it's another underdog story.
They turned it into a franchise. Literally, they took the little kids team and they franchised it. So now, that's literally the trauma.
Yeah, but it's funny though.
Yeah,
it got reversed though.
They got what?
It got reversed. At the end, I was like, yo, that's crazy. They have this show called The Mighty Ducks, and it's not about the fucking Mighty Ducks. At the end, they become the Mighty Ducks.
Thank you.
Because beside there were the Mighty Ducks all along.
I was on episode 3. Thank you very much. Thank you for that. I appreciate it.
The show finished, and you still on episode 3. You wasn't gonna watch it.
Doesn't matter. I was gonna watch it.
I didn't even know we existed though.
There's so much content, bro. What the hell you want?
Nigga, they came out with the green jerseys in the second quarter. They came out with the green jerseys. And I was like,
did he do the whistle? Did he do the
nigga, I was hyped as fuck, right? I was like, oh, they got the green jersey, and it's not their jerseys. He was like, oh, a couple of friends left the box. So it's the original, like Goldberg's jersey. It says Goldberg on it, Conway, it's all the older ones to give them their jerseys. So, nigga, the last play, I see them go behind. Nigga goes, the flying V. Nigga, I was with the girls. Like, I had Khaleesi.
Tears.
Flying V. Get the fuck out of here. Oh, it's so great. Nigga, tears. Nigga, almost got a tear, son.
Oh, okay.
So, since we're talking about, nostalgia and fucking franchises that we like, what we're going to talk about now is Evil Dead. Evil Dead Rises is going to be a reboot. Now, until now, it isn't.
I got a synopsis. Do you want to know the synopsis of the series?
Oh, I thought it was going to be a movie.
I don't know if it's going to be a movie or a series, but I know somebody told me the synopsis. I legit found out the synopsis.
I heard it's going to be a movie that hasta ahora Ash is just going to produce. Like Bruce Campbell's not going to be in it.
Campbell's going to be a producer in it.
Yeah, it's going to be about these two sisters in New Zealand or some shit. What I'm questioning if it's in any way going to be related to the 2013 remake, which wasn't funny at all. It was just like, I remember seeing that movie with fucking Decca in the movie theater, and that motherfucker was traumatized when he came out of that shit.
Which one did you see the movie? Oh,
the remake.
Not the remake.
The remake. Yeah. That shit was
Yeah, the scene that stands out the most to me is the razor blade down the tongue. I was like, ooh, that was a little bit much.
That
Yeah,
shit was
And the insinuation that there's like tentacle, like tentacle sex, like but with the
yeah,
with the shrubbery or whatever. I was like, oh, what
weird
the
shit,
fuck is that?
no,
son.
no.
Weird shit.
What traumatized me a little, we were with a friend that he enjoyed that part like too much, and that was my trauma. And he was like, "Oh yeah, get that shit." I was like,
I have a feeling it was that guy right there.
"No, no, no, no,
No,
trust me.
no, it wasn't me, nigga. It wasn't me. Fuck that, bro.
No, no."
I actually dug that version of the movie. I thought it was pretty good or whatever. Then what pissed
But
me off
good.
was if you stay till the end, Bruce comes out. He's like, "Yeah, baby." I'm like, "Wait a second, sir. Are you acknowledging that he's in the universe still, or what the hell's going on?"
Ego, what's the synopsis?
So the rise, that says Evil Dead Rises. They all that stuff happens in a high rise apartment that they get. I'm not making that up. I'm serious. That's part of the. So all the Evil Dead shit that's gonna happen is gonna happen in this high rise, apartment building. Like it's not gonna be at the mansion. It's not gonna be at the lake, the log
The
cabin this time.
woods. Yeah, I heard they're not gonna go for the wood. They're gonna go for the city. I was like, oh, they're going to projects.
But then the question is, if you're a fan of the movies, how the hell does the Necronomicon make it there?
I don't know.
Everything revolves around the book. Everything revolves around the Necronomicon. If you've seen the movies, if you've seen the series, everything revolves around the book. Some fucking stupid ass always reads the wrong chapter.
No, eso es que alguien lo compró por Amazon o por eBay.
Yeah.
That's gonna be the plot.
I wouldn't be surprised if they use that shit. They go.
If that's the vibe, then they're going for that vibe. Then the whole movie, like.
Nigga, you heard Timmy Chuleta got cast as Willy Wonka.
Yeah. I dig that kid as an actor, so I'm on board for that. He gives off those creepy kind of vibes.
He looks a lot like Johnny Depp in the Johnny Depp's version of Willy Wonka. I was that because I think Tom Holland kind of looked like Gene Wilder from the original Willy Wonka. So I'm guessing if the Willy Wonka they're gonna come out with is like that Tim Burton-esque.
But it's gonna be like an origin story, right? He's young.
Yeah.
So he's not gonna be I guess he's not gonna be like established as the leader of the factory for 20 years.
No, I think there's a book about it. I'm not sure if it's a direct adaptation, but I think I know there's a story that tells about a young Willy Wonka or some shit.
Willy Wonka fights diabetes.
Lo que vimos en Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, la parte esa que él va alrededor del mundo buscando los dulces y encuentra los Oompa Loompa. I think it's that story.
Yeah, because nowadays, why wouldn't a story about candy and slavery sell? Of course, that's not problematic at all.
So
that won't get canceled.
we're gonna get into fucking Netflix now. Right now, I have no knowledge when it comes to Sandman. Like the fucking Sandman constant over here is Miguel. They're gonna fucking the first season of fucking Sandman is coming out. It's already been cast. Here we go.
What? Where did he go?
He's gonna come out with that fucking book. He got shot by Rocket Raccoon.
Yeah. Oh, so that's Rocket Raccoon. I was like, weird flag, bro.
I might be party up top and business up top and party on the bottom. You got like poof. You got a van. You know what I'm saying?
Guy came out. They go out.
Dude, this thing right here. Can you see it? Can you see it?
Yeah, shit, Joe.
Tú compraste el libro de Evil Dead, eso es.
No, this is the Necronomicon now. Dude, Neil Gaiman, this shit is a read and a half. Can you see
that shit? That looks like War and Peace, man. I go.
Listen to this when you jump on the counter. Listen.
That looks like my mother's Bible, nigga.
But dude, Sandman is so good. I read this and I'm just like, at the time this came out, I'm like, no wonder this thing didn't go that big because this is very dark, like, and not dark like in like gory type of way. It's just the themes in these stories are like really fucked up, really sad.
Yeah. Before we go into trailer talks, just give a general synopsis of what it's about because I don't even know what's like the main plot of fucking Sandman.
So I'll tell you the beginning because I haven't read this whole thing. I've read it to a couple of chapters and I know that there's certain story arcs that are famous, but I'll give you the first gist of it. The book starts with a cult trying to capture death. because they think if they capture death, obviously you control the fucking world. You control immortality or whatever. You can live forever. You know what I mean? If they have death trapped, they rule the world. What they end up capturing is sleep, Morpheus or whatever, Sandman, dream is what they
And they
call him in the
all
book.
fall asleep. What the fuck?
Everybody in the world can't fall asleep, or some people are stuck in a dream state and can't wake up.
That's fucked up.
So, but this guy, it gets better. He lets it go on for years. The dream character, he stays there like for fucking years. Like it starts off with one character and it ends up with like his grandson. And by the end of that story arc, saying like, "Oh, my dad always wanted this, and da da da," and the dream character manages to like swindle them. Like he's like, "Oh yeah," I think he acts like he's sick, and they come in and they break like the circle spell that's around him, and he gets loose, and then he has to regain all his powers. He had a kingdom in like the dream world, and it's all fucked up because he hasn't been there for a while. Certain characters have been running him up. He meets characters. You get introduced to characters that nowadays have fucking Netflix series or have had CW shows. You get introduced on the second story arc to Lucifer, which now has a show that's literally the same. I mean, the events of the Netflix show Lucifer are inspired by the character from this book, from this interpretation.
Yeah.
And you meet our buddy, Mr. Hellblazer himself, makes his first appearance in this book, John Constantine.
Nigga,
And
so when you say that they had fucking sleep trap, like on the Earth, years passed when nobody fucking sleeping?
Years, dude, years? Like, we're talking about like 20, 30, stuff like that.
Fuck?
Yeah, dude. And then people, that don't get any sleep, they go crazy, they die. People that are stuck in a dream state, they're just eternally stuck in sleep. They're not responding.
Nigga, I'm imagining 30 years with no sleep, everybody's fucking dead.
Oh, there's worse. There's some people that like he takes vengeance on one of the characters, and he leaves them in a fucking. When you have a nightmare, you wake up, holy shit, or whatever. Yeah. He leaves them in a loop, so he'll wake up, and it's another traumatic event that'll then wake him up, and then it's another traumatic event. like somebody cut off your genitals. Oh my god, that was the worst thing. And then somebody comes and cuts your heart out, and then he wakes up again, and he's stuck. He leaves them in that loop or whatever.
What?
The character is very like the dream character is very like I don't know, like what are you laughing?
Because I keep thinking about I had told Decade when you and me went to see the Army of the Dead. I was like, yo, you know how scary it had to be when all those zombies grab you, and you just imagine somebody in the back, spread them cheeks.
Yeah, well, imagine that being your worst fear, and then you wake up and there's something else happening. And that's what he did to one of the characters. Remember? But there's certain like the character himself. He's like I don't know how to compare him. He's not a righteous person. He's not a person that doesn't give a shit. He's just like, yo, this is my kingdom and this is my job. And sometimes shit just gets like he questions like his role in the universe or his role. And his brothers are like death, despair, lujuria. What do you call that in English? Lust, desire. Like it's very interesting. The chapter that stood out the most of like the 5 that I read is the chapter with death. Like she's a chick, she's like a rocker chick. And basically, like, she'll bump into people and she'll take, like, a form. And when she comes for them, you see, like, all the different facets of people, like, when they're about to die. Like, people that don't want to go, people that go, or whatever. And they have conversations with her. And she basically tells everybody, like, what do you want from me? Like, you got the chance. You got what everybody got. And this life, you get one chance at living it or whatever. Everybody's on the same playing field. Whether you're born with a disability, whether you're born with money, you all get the same chance at life is what you make of it. Dude, there's like even a part where she comes and she picks up a baby, and the baby is communicating with her like through the mind of the baby's like, but I've only been here for like 9 months. Like, what the hell do you mean it's my time? It's your time. It's your time to go. The Sandman character is a very, very interesting character. There are story arcs that, like, the way they're written, man, they're very controversial. But now that they're gonna bring the show. Me and Nick talked about it. The story arc they're doing. What was it? Dollhouse, Nick? Is that the one? He's having technical difficulties over there. Dollhouse. They're doing Dollhouse, right?
Yeah, Dollhouse arc. That's what they say.
Well, that's funny though, because how the hell do they jump to that story arc without doing the intro? I mean, maybe they'll do like a quick one over, like a couple of episodes. They'll condense like the intro of the character to like 3 episodes, and then they'll jump into the love triangle. Because Dollhouse is basically a love triangle.
Yeah, it sounds interesting because I knew nothing about the comic, about the story. Like I didn't know. The only thing that I knew was that fucking Joseph Gordon-Levitt wanted to make a movie about it, but that was like about I seen how the character looks, but I didn't know anything about the story.
You know that the last event, which was the last event that I like really liked, Doomsday Clock, when it had the Watchmen with the DC universe, and they were like all fucking with each other's, like, you know, universes, like it was all gonna implode. He makes it he's like one of the players.
Oh yeah, I didn't know that.
Yeah, he's one of the players in that story arc. It was very. I saw it. I was like, whoa! They brought this character in. Like it was really good.
Right,
it was really good. Oh, not only that. Just fucking. Since he's like in the background of like everything, you see like certain clips. Like they'll show you certain cutouts of like superheroes or going through certain events, and he's like monitoring it or whatever. So it plays a lot with. It's not just like all dark and gloomy. There's superhero shit in there, like scattered throughout. It's just that like his playing field is more like on a grander scale than like the smaller shit that's going on.
That sounds dope, though. That does sound dope. That sounds really fucking interesting.
The actress that's in Cruella, she plays Death in the she's gonna play Death in the series.
Oh, and they already cast Sandman, right? Yeah, I forgot that British guy. Yeah.
Oh, I forget his name.
I haven't seen him in a lot. I don't recognize him, but I've seen his picture, so I know who it is.
So, but the girl that played Anita, Cruella.
Yeah, I know she's gonna be Death.
Kirby Howell. She's gonna play Death, and all the racist fanboys lost their fucking mind because in the books she's like a white rocker chick, and they
like Death is white.
Death is white.
That's what they say.
You haven't seen a black skeleton ever.
Unbelievable, dude. No, dude, Neil Gaiman tore like the fan base and a new asshole. Like he's on Twitter and like responding to people.
Yeah,
he's not playing he was like, I wrote this. If I want to make her look pink, then she's gonna look pink. Deal with it.
All right, so before we end, we're gonna go into the fucking trailer talk segment. Let's catch a couple of trailers. Give our general reviews. The first trailer that we're gonna see today is for the movie The M. Night Shyamalan fucking Oath.
No kids allowed on the beach? What?
It's not true!
Oh no! Oh no!
We never leave each other. Nothing separates us. Are we there yet? You said 5 minutes. Technically, it's been more than 5 minutes.
Let's just all start slowing down. Wow. Do you believe I found this online?
I guess it's not that secret a beach.
Whoa! Who would leave this? From the hotel! They're so rusted!
What's happening?
Found stuff from the hotel in the sand.
Ready or not, here we come! What happened to her, Mom?
I don't know.
What happened to her?
The body has decomposed.
How quickly can that happen?
7 years.
But she just died.
Wait, where are the kids?
Trent!
Kara!
Come here!
Hey, have you seen my children?
Mom? I'm right here.
Dad, why are you looking at me like that? What's happening to us?
My daughter just turned 6 2 weeks ago.
Mom?
Whatever's happening to us is happening very fast.
You have wrinkles. There's something wrong with this beach.
What's happening?
Mom! 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 I'm scared! We have to get off this beach!
People are blacking out going this way.
If she makes it to the ledge, she might have a chance.
Why is she stopping? Why is she stopping? Kara, wake up!
Wake up!
They had to know what this place does.
I don't know!
You're lying! Look!
What is that?
A message.
We never leave each other. Nothing separates us.
We're connected to something bigger.
Oh no. We're here for a reason.
All right, so I'm gonna go first. I think that movie looks fucking stupid, but
Bro, that's just life. Like you're gonna get old. Like you're supposed to get scared of that.
It didn't capture me. Like the trailer. I don't know. Maybe the movie's good, but the trailer didn't capture me. I found myself just talking shit. Like, goddamn, their clothes got bigger and fucking with them. That bitch just should have been wearing a really teeny bikini. And I was like, if that body,
I'll never understand the thought process of fucking you guys. Like, we see motherfuckers like literally in movies fly across. We've seen people like literally fight in space, and you're fucking worried about. And that shit is believable to us. That shit is like, and
because
we're worried about the size.
No, because there's a line. There's a line, bro.
The Hulk has literally morphed with the same fucking jeans and come back the same size.
And there's not been one time that hasn't happened that I haven't talked shit about it. What the fuck you talking about?
Get out of here with that shit.
I always talk shit about fucking the Hulk and his fucking clothes.
Ridiculous. Yeah, put your fucking belief
bro.
aside.
When something is established in the universe, okay, people could fly.
It's M. Night Shyamalan. He doesn't establish a goddamn thing in any of his movies. It's all
and that's why I can talk shit about it. What the fuck you talking about? And that's why I can talk shit.
If
I'm
you don't,
if
by now, si a esta fucking altura tú todavía estás esperando a sense of logic from M. Night Shyamalan, this is the same motherfucker that had us talking to plants.
Tengo una teoría.
Had Mark Wahlberg talking to a fucking ficus.
A lo mejor, like la mamá compró los trajes de baño an extra size y pues ellos they grow into it y lo explican en la película.
I'm gonna let you finish. Go ahead, finish your review because
I want to know what kind of nasty shit was happening on this beach that this bitch got pregnant. Unless it's the fucking immaculate conception, I don't know how she got pregnant.
Are you done?
Okay, go ahead.
M'Baku, we have M'Baku here. Are you done?
Are you done? Deke, go ahead, Deke, talk.
Bro, it's just stupid. Como que, I'm sorry, pero como que the movie is just stupid. Como que you're gonna get like that's supposed to be scary. It is scary though, pero like I don't know. Como que
it didn't get me. It didn't capture me.
All right, now that you two fucking negative Nancys are done. I wasn't fucking blown away by the trailer, but I am intrigued or whatever by the concept of like, and that beach will make you get old. And like you said, what the fuck is the deal with the daughter? Why is she pregnant? That's not something that happens to everybody when they get old. So there's a lot of questions to be answered. It's an M. Night Shyamalan movie, so for the love of God, there's no semblance of, you don't know what's going on in that movie until the credits roll, and not even then. You might walk out of there and be like, I might have to see this shit again when it comes out on DVD or whatever. Quick note, I will never see a movie with Gael Garcia Bernal in a normal way, because when I met this douchebag, we were, I think, like the first year of us meeting each other, bro, no se callaba la jodida boca hablando de Gael Garcia Bernal. I think it was because he was in something called Motorcycle Diaries or some shit. He would not stop talking about that guy. Like, he was like on that guy's nutsack for hours and hours on end. Every time
hanging off the sack, son. Hanging off the sack and swinging.
So anytime I see a movie with Gael Garcia Bernal, I'm like, oh, I guess Nick's gonna love this shit. I guess Nick's gonna. A part of Nick's childhood is attached to this fucking movie.
I'm still fucked up. I didn't see that nigga play Zorro.
What was the last? Oh my God! Shut up. What was the last movie that they did where it was like it was something like he was like an illegal immigrant trying to cross the border and somebody was chasing him? I literally saw that
Babel.
movie. What?
Wasn't it Babel?
I don't know. I know that I saw it literally because I was like, Nick is so high on this guy all the time. Maybe I'll give this movie a chance. That movie sucked so bad. That movie was boring as hell. That was like
with Brad Pitt?
No, I don't think it's Brad Pitt. The trailer literally starts with Gael Garcia Bernal like hauling ass in the the desert because somebody's trying to take him out with a rifle. I like the first 45 minutes. I lasted 45 minutes. I was
That's
like,
No Country for Young Men.
nah.
I'm kidding.
All right, so the next trailer we're gonna see is for a movie that's going, for a lot of people, is going to be equally as unbelievable, and it's Mark Wahlberg as an Infinite.
You are an Infinite. Evan Macaulay, diagnosed with schizophrenia at 14 after carving the words "look inside" into your chest with a box cutter. Look inside. Why those words? Which one of these is yours?
Look, you could skip the whatever the hell this is because none of that is mine.
Was it yours?
I don't know what you're talking about, man.
Jesus! Every time you say, "I don't know," this trigger gets pulled. Is it yours?
Look, I don't know.
Are you out of your mind?
Last chance, Evan. Is this yours? Hello, old friend.
Oh, get in.
This isn't your first life, Evan. You are an Infinite. You've lived and died 1,000 times.
You're talking about reincarnation.
If you can remember who you were, you will understand who you can become.
I know exactly what you want to say, Nick.
What I want to say.
I know exactly. I know exactly.
Go
Say
on.
hi to your mother. Say hi to your fuck. Say hi to your.
There's not a
say hi to
movie.
your. Say hi to your mother for me, okay?
How your mother from, nigga? There's not a movie where Mark Wahlberg doesn't look like Mark Wahlberg in the fucking movie.
Yeah, I know.
He changed his hair. Nigga has the same hairdo, bro.
Wait till you see him in Uncharted.
Bro, no,
I saw the picture. Not even a mustache. This nigga he looked like he got off of Infinity and then went to fucking Uncharted, nigga.
Get off that mount, okay?
Nigga, he was just like that.
No eso. Like, he was there, sentado. I started laughing porque it's Mark Wahlberg being Mark Wahlberg. Pero cuando se rompe la pared, yo dije, did Optimus come for him?
Nigga, I laughed that in every single fucking movie, nobody fucking thinks of, like, if Mark Wahlberg just so happens to stand up and move 1 inch to that side, the car hits him and the movie's over. These motherfuckers just be driving through walls and shit. Nobody gives a fuck.
I mean, I'll watch it.
No,
it's gonna be entertaining. It's gonna be entertaining, but it's
and Mark Wahlberg. Like I like.
It's funny that the name of the movie is Infinite, and all the infinite times we have seen Mark Wahlberg play the same character. Like it's funny. Like,
I have an exact date. The day that I quit on Mark Wahlberg. I'll see if you can guess what it is.
You have a what?
I have an exact moment in which I quit on Mark Wahlberg, like him being unbelievable, like anything in a movie.
When he started talking to a teddy bear?
No. Max Payne. When they did that movie,
yeah,
I expected so much out of that movie, dude. I was fucking ready. Yo. I was like, I said that, and the way they just totally raped that character on screen, I was like, I can't.
Why are these fucking people following? What are these angels? What, Angel? Well, you know what? Say hi to your mother for me.
Say hi to your mother for me, okay? If anybody doesn't get that reference, it's a reference to like a Saturday Night Live skit they did. They basically, Andy Samberg made a reference about Mark Wahlberg, and he had him in like a zoo talking to animals. And Mark Wahlberg has the same accent for everything. So,
say hi to your mother for me.
How you doing, chicken? Okay, all right. Say hi to your mother for me, okay?
All right. So the last trailer we're gonna watch, for me, I saw the trailer already, but for me, it looks pretty fucking dope. It's called Last Night in Soho.
When you're alone and life is making you lonely, you can always go downtown. When you've got troubles, all the noise and the hurry seems to help. I know downtown. Just listen to the music of the traffic in the city. Linger on the sidewalks where the neon signs are pretty. How can you lose? Are much brighter there. You can forget all your troubles, forget all your cares. So go downtown. Things will be great when you're downtown. You'll find a place for sure. Downtown. Everyone's waiting for you. Everyone's waiting for you.
Do you believe in ghosts?
I thought that movie looked pretty dope.
I'm ready for that shit.
I was laughing a lot porque esto es un time travel paradox y está the 11th Doctor there, Matt Smith.
Yeah.
He's from Doctor Who.
Alright, who is you, Decker, right? That's a big fan of Edgar.
Edgar Wright?
Right? That's your dude, that's your director.
You're not a fan of Edgar Wright?
Yeah.
You're not a fan of Edgar Wright?
Yeah.
Yeah, I like him. Like,
that's like his favorite fucking director. This nigga was mad hype.
I like the way is this gonna be one of those movies where he's gonna incorporate music into like everything that's going on?
Yeah, that
I
like
fucking love that shit. I love the way he does
fucking
that.
Baby
sí, porque
Driver,
él sincroniza todo con el ritmo, so I want to really see him play out this. Como que I want to really see it, pero que nada, me dio un poquito de risa el trailer, like I want to see it.
All right, so guys, all right, everybody, thanks for being with us on today's episode. Now, next week, we're going to be talking about our favorite Saturday morning cartoons. We're going to talk about how they differentiate, how me and Miguel was raised in the States, and maybe our cartoons were a little different than what Deca and Selly saw. So if you guys want to get down in the convo, make sure to bring that. And we're also, in the week, we'll discuss, but we're going to do a retro movie review as well. So we got a lot of good things waiting for next Sunday. We're also going to talk about Loki. Yeah, on our next episode, we're going to be just a couple of days away from the premiere of Loki. So all that's going to be coming to you next week. Like, share, comment, all the natural shit. Miguel, Deca, to everybody, peace the fuck out.
You know where you can find us? You can find us at XV in Bridgeport, where people getting old on a beach is totally unbelievable, but somebody traveling through time and space in the 1960s.
All right. That was great.
Asshole.
All that shit. All right, guys. You want to say goodbye?
Bye.
So, nada, Corillo, me pueden encontrar por aquí como siempre en la página XBN Richport. Tengo un video cocinando, hice un unboxing de las cartas de Pokémon. Fue horrible, no lo vuelvo a hacer porque pues compré online una caja y resultó que la caja eran todos resealed packs. So alguien sacó todo lo bueno de todos los paquetes y puso I did the complaint, and you can see the honest reaction de darme cuenta de que eran resealed packs.
I got it. That's in the behold. They gotta put that up. I'm dying to see that.
Yeah, y después hice uno de abriendo un paquete de verdad, and you see the difference of packages.
This explains everything now. Wow.
This is why he's been down.
Yeah, exactly.
He got bamboozled, nigga.
He spiraled into a fucking depression hole. So, wait a second. So, do you have a camera on your face or on the cards when you're opening the ones where you got?
Yeah, I have like a... Lo que pasa es que como era la primera vez haciendo el unboxing, no lo planifiqué bien, pero después hice un segundo episodio y en el segundo episodio se ve mi cara reaccionando con las cartas. Pero el primer episodio, I just had to cut the episode. Y yo como, bueno, mi gente, aquí se acabó el episodio. I was pretty mad. Like, I was pretty mad.
I wanted to be like,
okay, we're going to... It's the end of this episode today, guys. All right, we'll catch you next week.
I wanted to see if I could like slow motion put the part where you see it dawn on his face, like because
yeah, it's like that. It's exactly like that.
Oh my god,
those
are the type of things we have to do fucking live.
That shit would have been hilarious, man. Anyway, all right, thanks everybody for tuning in, and we will see you next Sunday on After School Club.
Check it out.